The situation was made worse by Mandy's support for her father, which further demonstrated that Jim and Georgie's business disputes may have been the reason for Mandy and Georgie's divorce. In order to implement his own theories, Georgie is likely to open a competing company if the two cannot agree on how to manage the store. His successful Dr. Tire brand might be established as a result, but his marriage would most likely suffer as well. After all, Jim's sworn nemesis is the owner of the other tire store in town. The breakup of Georgie and Mandy's first marriage is painful, but not shocking considering this crucial situation. The proprietor of the tire store, Fred, is already hated by Jim, and unlike Georgie, Fred didn't learn what he knew about the company from Jim. Given that Mandy had already stated that she would choose her father over Georgie in an emergency, Jim may well feel offended that Georgie had turned his mentorship against him by starting a competing company and stealing his clientele. The Big Bang Theory's chain of tire businesses does not promise well for Jim and Georgie's continued business partnership, and Georgie's commercial acumen appears destined to tear Georgie and Mandy apart. Even though the two reached an uncomfortable détente at the end of the episode, it's unclear who Mandy would support next time, or how long the ceasefire is expected to stay. Mary didn't teach her son to back down from a confrontation, especially when he could be right, despite all of her parenting errors in Young Sheldon. The terrible thing about Mandy and Georgie's argument is that, despite their reasonable points of view, they cannot be reconciled. Given that her father is her most dependable support system, especially in contrast to her aloof mother, Audrey, Mandy wants to support him. In order to give CeCe and Mandy a better life, Georgie wants to increase his earning potential, not out of avarice. Although it is simple to understand both Georgie and Mandy's perspectives on the affair, the altercation in Working for the Enemy demonstrates that the two find it difficult to agree on anything when it comes to business matters. This is not good for their future, therefore it's possible that Georgie and Mandy's first marriage already subtly explains why the Young Sheldon pair ended up splitting up. Even though Georgie and Mandy's first marriage might yet surprise me, I'm more certain than ever that I understand why the main pair in the Young Sheldon spin-off split up. Georgie and Mandy's first marriage is an unusually high-concept sitcom, much like How I Met Your Mother before it. At the end of Young Sheldon's finale, Georgie was blissfully married to Mandy, Mary was grieving the unexpected death of George Sr., and Sheldon was at Caltech. But viewers were already aware that this marriage would not last. I've known Georgie's relationship with Mandy couldn't work out since he made his first appearance on television in the Sibling Realignment, episode 23 of season 11 of The Big Bang Theory. Georgie's older self called his ex-wife during that outing. It was inevitable that Georgie and Mandy will split up because they were married in Young Sheldon season 7. This is strongly suggested by the title of Georgie and Mandy's first marriage, and the main idea of the spinoff provides an explanation of what went wrong between the apparently content pair. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more videos.